Hello, everyone. Welcome to Elevating Your Life. I have just a fantastic guest for us today. This is going to just be a beautiful, beautiful experience for us. I am happy to share with you today Jenny Mannion. And Jenny, for the last 17 years, has been dedicated to learning, discovering, and creating tools to help others. She is an author, a speaker, a teacher, a healer. She is licensed in over 15 healing modalities, including Akashic records, shamanic techniques, reconnective healing, law of attraction coaching, and much more. She offers many easy tools to tap into our unlimitedness, thank you, of being and embrace self-love and self-worth. I am so excited to learn more, Jenny, and just so excited to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Paula. I'm so excited to be here with you.
Oh, I love it. Well, would you like to share a bit of your background that kind of got you to where you are today?
Sure. I had been sick for 7 years, chronic illness, a bunch of diseases, was told I'd be in a wheelchair, and I wound up healing myself in 3 weeks, really by changing my thoughts, which changed my energy. And that really kind of catapulted me into like, hey, wait, how did I do that? And how can I apply this to other areas of my life? And how can I help other people really embrace how important the self-talk is and the self-love and the presence and mindfulness. So that's really been my journey the last 17 years, gathering tools. I'm a constant student, always taking classes, always reading books. And really it boils down to that self-love and self-worth. If we haven't dealt with the past messages or the messages we send ourselves every day saying we're not worthy, or you do something and you're like, oh, I'm stupid, or those little things that we think we don't even concentrate on, but they're in the background, they're constantly going. If we don't address those and heal those, we really can't have the life of our unlimited potential. So that is my passion, really helping people to tap into that like soul level love, that unconditional love, and really manifest a life that they are really happy to wake up to every morning.
I love that term, soul level love. Oh my gosh. Tell us about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's that unconditional love. So our mind is that critic. It's telling us the past stories. Oh, that relationship didn't work, or that person did that to you, or, you didn't do well at this. You weren't smart at science, or, whatever it's like.
Yeah.
Telling you in that moment that's disempowering you. But we know when we're in flow, when we're doing something that we love, for some people it's dancing or singing or writing or drawing or whatever it is, or out in nature, like when we're really connecting, we're in a different space. Like there's that love, there's that ease, there's that serenity. It's that state of like unconditional love where nothing can touch us in that moment. Really, we're connected, we're feeling that love in like every part of our body energetically. And the more we tap into that, obviously the better our life is, the more in flow our life is, and the more we just reverberate that out to the people that we're around as well.
Love that. I love that. I've always kind of considered, give myself happiness triggers. Some things I love, dancing when I hear a song I like, or looking at a beautiful sunset. And, it's so great because we all have our own unique little happiness triggers, or what we do that's giving ourselves self-love, and we may not even realize it, huh?
We might not even realize it. Yeah, I mean, but it is one of the first things I have my clients do is write a list of 10 things down that they love to do and promise themselves they'll do one a day. It can be, cuddling with a pet. It can be making that cup of tea for themselves and sitting. Like it doesn't have to be anything extraordinary, but you're telling yourself, yes, you know what? I do deserve this little bit of happiness today.
And boy, those little bits of happiness just do so much for us, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It's telling ourselves that we're happy here, that life is worth living and they're joyous moments, because we can get very hung up on the moments that don't feel so good, or the things that are not going so great in the world. Like we can get hyper focused on that because we're human and we're kind of programmed that way to focus on the negative. So it's really up to us to bring our mind back to the happy places, to the things we're grateful for. Gratitude's another one, to really think about what are the qualities in yourself that you're grateful for? What are the qualities in the people around you and your pets, in for everything in your home, the fact that you have a home and hopefully food to eat. Like we can give gratitude for almost everything, and that just really expands that feeling of self-love and safety and self-worth.
Yeah, and that can really, if we focus on something that we're grateful for, that, give ourselves that little bit of happiness, that can set the tone of our whole day, can't it?
Yeah, sure can. It sure can. If we wake up, and the morning's such an important time because our subconscious is kind of still in that, dreamy state. So if we are saying in the morning, if we're waking up with rolling our eyes and like, oh no, I got to do this today and the to-do list, and that's going to set a very different tone than if we wake up and we're just like, wow, I woke up today, the sun's shining, it's a beautiful day. I'm really excited for one of these things that's going to happen today, or for, that I get to take a nice hot shower this morning. I mean, it can be anything little, the seemingly little, but these are things that, if we're not paying gratitude, it's almost like we're taking them for granted. So it is really nice to just pay gratitude, even for the things that seem small.
Oh, that's powerful words. That is just so true, Jenny. Gosh, thank you. And you have shared self-worth is necessary to manifest what you want. Tell us about that. How does self-worth come into what we manifest?
Well, if we don't feel worthy, say a lot of my clients have not had happy, healthy childhoods, say they've witnessed a lot of abuse. And so they have relationships that kind of mirror that. They don't know what it's like. They don't feel worthy of a healthy relationship because they've never witnessed that before. They might have had a relationship where someone's put them down, said they're not smart enough or they're not good enough, and they carry that with them. And that's going to attract the next person, from that state of being. Whereas if you are in your self-worth, you're not going to let people take advantage of you. You're going to set healthy boundaries. You're going to really understand that you do deserve a job where you're happy every morning to be going to, and you don't have to really listen to the abuse of a boss, or, you're really going to start owning your happiness and being like, what, I deserve more. So we have to really feel like we deserve to be happy, and we're going to be constantly working on ourselves. It's not like we've ever arrived, but just that journey, we're meant to be learning. We're meant to be, working on ourselves, but we're still worthy of love. We're still worthy of happiness. We're still worthy of healthy relationships around us and a job that we like, and to feel financially safe and a home and all those things, again, like we might just take for granted, or we might not feel like it's available to us. A lot of people will feel like, okay, well, I have a good job, so I'm not going to have a relationship, or I have this one good thing, but I can't possibly have two good things at once. But
Yeah.
really knowing that we deserve, why not? Why wouldn't we deserve all of it? So really owning that, we start taking better care of ourselves, setting healthier boundaries, and just really taking action to ensure our self-care. Like you were saying, just doing those happy things, hearing that song and dancing, lifting up your mood instead of, bringing yourself down, because we have the ability to do both. We can have something trigger us during the day and we can go down a rabbit hole and be miserable for the rest of the day, or we can let ourselves think about it a little bit and be like, okay, I'm going to let that go, because it's not going to help me if I just sit here for hours thinking about it. I'm going to let it go. And sometimes even when we let those things go, new awareness will come to us later in the day when we let it go. And we can just give ourselves permission to not fester in it. Like, it's like almost like there's a want to stay in that uncomfortable place, but we're the only ones that can relieve ourselves of that and be like, nope, not doing it. I'm just going to move on to something that's going to bring me joy or peace, or, love, and choose me right now.
That is so true. We can say yes. I say yes to happiness and manifestation and joy and just yes.
Yes.
Bring it on. Let it happen.
Yes is a powerful word.
Because every day is a new day in our journey, isn't it? Every day is a new opportunity.
Yeah, every moment. Even if you have a bet, like say you spill coffee on yourself in the morning, like what do you do in that next moment? Or you're like, oh, it's gonna be a bad day, or are you like, oh, that kind of, oh well, I guess I'll have to make myself another cup of coffee, like what is your attitude when these things happen? Because we get to choose in each moment what is going to, yeah, take us down that negative rabbit hole, or what is going to be just, what, life happens. We're given these opportunities, you could call them. Some will
Yes,
call them challenges. We'll call them opportunities
there
to
you
really
go. Yeah.
be present and to choose how we're going to react.
Mhm. Oh, Jenny, thank you. And you have mentioned to me that you would be happy to do a short exercise for us.
I would love that.
Self-worth and self-love. Let's do that. Let's
All right.
fantastic.
So I'm going to ask that everyone either lay down or sit down, not if you're driving, exercise caution. But, close your eyes, just get settled in the space that you're in. Just start noticing your breathing. You can maybe intend for your breath to slow down a little bit. And we're going to take a few deep breaths in together. We're going to breathe in through our nose, hold it, and breathe out through our mouths, just exhaling out some of the stress of the day. So we're going to breathe in. You can do it on your time. Hold for a little bit. And then exhale out. You could even do it with a sigh. Just letting go. I'm going to do that one more time. Breathing in through our nose, holding. And exhaling out any stress or any resistance you might be feeling. And we're going to now invite in all our protectors, our angels, our ancestors, our guides, our higher self, which is our soul, to just be with us and surround us in unconditional love that they are and represent. And you can see this as maybe an actual bubble of light forming around you, or you can just simply allow yourself to know that you're protected. Now I'd like you to put one or both hands on your heart. And as you do that, just bring in a quality about yourself that you like. Maybe you love to dance, sing, cook. Maybe you're great at caring about others, that you love animals. You can think of at least one quality in yourself that you can say you're grateful for that you have. And as you allow this quality to come to mind, just picture yourself doing something that exhibits that quality. And allow a smile to come to your face. And as you watch yourself, you feel the joy that that quality brings you. And please thank yourself for having that quality. Tell yourself that you love yourself for having this quality. And as you feel that love and gratitude go into your heart, just see your heart as having this bubble of light and love inside it. And we're going to take a couple breaths and breathe that love even deeper into our hearts. And as we exhale, just exhale out any resistance you might have for giving yourself credit or gratitude. So we're going to breathe in love. Just exhale out any resistance. Do that again, breathing in that love, maybe seeing that bubble in your heart just get even bigger, bubble of light. Exhaling out resistance. And now I want you to gently bring to mind a challenge that you have. Maybe it's with someone else, maybe it's with confidence or financial, or something that you've been trying to achieve. Just bring in that challenge gently and come up with an image of that challenge. For example, if it's a person or a difficult conversation, you could see their face. If it's money, you could see a dollar sign. Just gently come up with that image. And now see yourself placing that image like it's a little plastic character or something inside that love bubble. And you can see it, it's getting foggier and foggier. And it's kind of almost ready to disappear as you're repeating to yourself, I am worthy of this challenge being resolved easily. I'm going to say that again to yourself. I am worthy of this challenge being resolved easily. Now see that image of your challenge fading even more. It's surrounded by the love bubble, and you're also supported by all the helpers in your higher self. And you can repeat to yourself, I'm so grateful this challenge is resolved. I'm so grateful this challenge is resolved. Now breathe that in, the relief of having that gone. You can exhale out any resistance. And as you do this, just remember that your guides, your angels, your ancestors, and your higher self are still here. Just put out that question with your heart. Ask if there's anything that anyone can tell you that can help make the situation resolve faster. You might get an image, you might get a couple of words. If there's one step to take, just take a few seconds to see if you receive any words or an image. Feel that love and support. And breathe in that answer and say thank you to your guides, angels, ancestors, and higher self for being here. Thank yourself for taking this time and feel a big inner hug from the beings of love that showed up for you today and from yourself. And breathe in one more time, the goodness of this time, the quality you love about yourself, the fact that you have supporters at all times, and the promise that your challenge will indeed be resolved, as well as any insights you were given. You could breathe that all in and exhale out any resistance. You can bring a smile to your face as you continue to feel that love and gently bring yourself back to the room. You can feel your fingers, your toes, and your body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Oh,
How you feel,
that was
Paula?
wonderful, Jenny. Thank
Oh,
you.
oh, you're so
Oh my
welcome.
gosh. Oh, I love my bubble. That was wonderful.
Love bubbles are good. And you saw it could take a few moments to do that. You could even do that exercise in the shower, but it just is a nice way to tell yourself things are okay, and that we do always have the support. We're not going to solve things usually with our left brain, working it out on its own. Usually we do need those quiet moments where we just invite in love, and we love ourselves enough to know that there's a solution out there. We've gotten this far. We've solved a lot of things before. It's going to be okay. So really just giving ourselves that love and support.
I love it. I love it. And it's so easy in life to just get so busy and caught up with so much and not take the time to love ourselves. And oh, what it does to just take that few moments and give ourselves some love and self-worth. That's a beautiful message you share with everyone, Jenny.
Thank you so much, Paula.
Oh, gosh. Well, tell us, for those that, that you work with and what you do for others, what can they find out from you when they go to your website, and what all are you doing that?
I do Akashic readings, record readings, and clearings. I do some mentoring. I do some shamanic healing. And my main thing is that I help people with self-worth and self-love, however that looks for them. I'm part of this amazing site, Self-Worth Now, where we actually give a 26-day program, as well as have 8 energy workers sending energy to the people that are going through the program every day. So I really embrace anything that really I want to be the cheerleader for someone that maybe doesn't have a cheerleader or can use someone else in their corner.
Love that. I love that. What website information can you share with everyone to
Sure.
And
I would love for them to go to Jenny Mannion, so JennyMannion.com.
Excellent. And myself, I don't know a lot about Akashic records, but I'm fascinated. Give us a tidbit on what that is for those of us,
So
that don't know.
it is the record of us through our lifetimes, energies, contracts, even I do property clearings too. So even houses, everything has energy. So say a house has someone that's sick in it, or there are people that have been there that have arguments, like that energy kind of festers in there. And with a property clearing, it's just getting rid of that energy, setting intentions. I actually have my clients set intentions for like 6 to 9 qualities they want imbued in that property. And with people, it's sometimes we show up with the same people over and over again in different situations. So we might have karma or contracts or beliefs, maybe from our parents or from our grandparents, that are in our energetic field. And when they're removed, we can feel a lot freer. So the first part of Akashic reading I always do is a soul profile. So the person can kind of get a snapshot of themselves at soul level. It's a lot of validation, but also they can find out their primary life lesson and be like, oh, that's why I've relived that lesson 100 times this lifetime. Soul specialization, soul groups, so soul qualities. And then the second part of the reading, I usually go in and ask what blocks and restrictions can be removed so this person can jump ahead on their spiritual path. And yeah, I'll get things like karma, things from relationships, blocks like beliefs, contracts, a lot of different things that are just energetic blockages that when they're removed, I ask my guides and their guides to remove them. And then I have the client do a 21-day prayer, and the magic can happen anytime in there. Sometimes it's with the clearing, sometimes it's even booking the reading. Other times it's saying the 21-day prayer, their intention, like, yeah, I'm ready to get rid of these things. Yeah, I'm ready to move on. So it's such beautiful work because, again, it is about coming into your self-worth. And I really do feel like these readings help you see maybe the blocks and restrictions that weren't so obvious, but also there's a lot of resonance with, oh yeah, that makes sense. Showed up like every decade of my life, so really to give people this power, it's like taking your power back. Yes, I'm ready to have these energies dissolve so that I can move forward, basically with freedom, with this energetic freedom.
I have always been a fan of my morning intention, prayer, whatever you'd like to call it, because it really does set a tone and just open up so much, doesn't it?
It sure does. It sure
Ah,
does. That morning and right before bed, those are the two most important times. In the shower is like a holy time too, where we're in that water, and usually you're going through your to-do list, but there are other things you could do. You could set intentions, you could give gratitude for the shower. That's another really special time to just, even like with a busy mom with a lot of kids,
yeah,
usually get the shower time to yourself. So you
my
can use.
time. Yeah. Ah, yeah. So really, there's a lot of little things we can do for ourselves to give ourselves self-worth and self-love, isn't there?
Absolutely. And it is up to us. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, I want that relationship to complete me, but it's really not up to someone else to complete you. And
Mhm.
honestly, you'll attract the most aligned relationship if you feel complete, if you are happy with yourself and standing in that self-worth, you're going to attract someone that really respects you for who you are and mirrors that to you.
Oh, and that's so true. That's so true, Jenny. We create what we attract, don't we?
Yeah.
It's just fascinating. It's fascinating. I think it's exciting and really, really a great thing to think about and put into our life and take steps, wherever we're at in our life, whatever challenges, there's steps we can do for ourselves. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. No
Oh,
matter where you are, and it really is just like shining that love on yourself, knowing that you're worthy of a happier life. Like you would tell that to anyone else, you'd tell that to your friends and loved ones. So really being able to tell that to yourself and believe it.
yes. With a few minutes left in the show, what last message do you want to give everyone? And, what last thoughts do you want to leave with us today, Jenny?
just like people to know that everyone gets stuck. Everyone can face challenges, but we all have ways to get through them. There are unlimited resources online, there's unlimited resources within us where we can just take little steps, those little windows of time that we talked about, the morning, right before bed, the shower, to really set the intentions. And really, the more you bring your mind to where am I, like, where's my head? Where's my head been the last 10 minutes? The more you can start to make those changes that really can influence your life really quickly and change your life very quickly. It doesn't have to be a long drawn out process. You can start feeling changes very quickly when you start changing your inner talk and really owning your self-worth and self-love.
Oh, thank you. And I just want to thank you for with the work you're doing and the help you're giving others. You're affecting so many lives, Jenny, in a positive, caring way. And that really is special. That really is a gift. And so much gratitude to you, Jenny, for
Thank
what you do.
Thank you, Paula. And I feel the same about you. I'm so grateful to be on your show. And I know the love that you give out there and the times we've met, all I feel is love and joy. So thank you.
And isn't it fun that we were brought together and connected? It happens for a
Yeah,
reason. It really
it
does. It's that
does.
create thing going on.
It
Oh,
does. Thank you so much, Paula.
oh, you're so welcome. And I hope one day we can meet in person. And
I would welcome that.
I'm so excited for all that you're accomplishing and all that you're doing. Your recent feature on CN television. I mean, you're a beautiful energy in the world, and I appreciate you helping others tap into their beautiful energy, because we all have it. Everyone has it, don't they?
We all have it.
We
We all
all
have
have
our own
it.
unique gifts. Yes. And
Yes.
it really is in owning that self-worth that we can tap into it even more, throw the
Oh,
gates
yes.
wide open and
Yes.
find even more hidden
Yes.
treasures we might not have known we had.
Yes. I love it. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Love, hugs,
Thank
and
you, Paula.
blessings. Everyone out there, love, hugs, and blessings. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate all of you. I am grateful for my beautiful audiences. Thank you so much.